Hello everybody, welcome back to the I Am IT YouTube channel. My name is Shabazz and as ever I am the IT Geek. We are continuing with our Azure Stack series at the moment, and we're kind of coming towards the end. We're kind of last, I say, four or five episodes now. So we've got two topics left. We're going to be part two of one of those topics, which is the integrating Azure Arc topic with Azure Stack HCI. So if you remember last we kind of did an introduction to the different services you can integrate with, but also we did a demo and we started that AVD configuration. So now we're going to continue that in this demo today as well. But let's get cracking with this episode. So this is part two of the Integrate Azure Arc and Azure Stack HCI topic. So there's three parts. So today we're going to talk about managing Azure Stack HCI based virtual workloads with Azure Arc, and then we're going to jump into the demo. So this first is still for any this first is the table I want to talk about. So for any Azure Arc enabled server running Windows or Linux, including Azure Stack HCI VMs, you have access to all the settings we can see. And these are all directly from the Azure portal. So you have an overview which provides basic information about Azure resources and corresponding Azure Arc servers, and it's Azure Arc enabled server. Sorry, and this includes the status, location, subscription, computer name, and OS and tags. We also have activity log. So this lists all the Azure Resource Manager based changes affecting the state of the Azure resource that represents the Azure Arc server. This includes information that identifies the initiator of that change. So basically, who's made which admin has actually done that configuration. We can also see access control settings. So this enables the view and grant and revoke permissions to perform management tasks on Azure Resource representing Azure Arc enabled servers. Then have tags. Again, these are very important, especially for cost management. And these allow you to view, assign, and remove tags consisting of name value pairs. And these give you a sort of mechanism to label and categorize your Azure resources that are representing the Azure Arc server, enabled server, in sort of arbitrary manner. Then have extensions. So these allow you to automate configuration of OS and applications running with Azure Arc enabled servers by using VM extensions. We'll then have locks. So this is going to allow you to prevent accidental deletion or changes to your resources or Azure Arc enabled servers. Continuing on a couple more sort of settings I want to talk about. So policies, and these can allow you to operate or audit the operating system and the application settings of your Azure Arc enabled servers. Update management, again, very important to keep up to date with your resources. So this will allow you to implement automatic deployment and reporting of OS updates on your Azure Arc enabled servers. Inventory, so being able to see CR assets, so allows you to implement inventory of your Azure Arc enabled servers. Change tracking, which is going to allow you to implement change tracking on your Azure Arc enabled servers. Then your insights and logs is where the monitoring comes in. So the insights are going to allow you to use Azure Monitor to review your sort of CPU, disks, and OS state of your Azure Arc enabled servers. Finally, the logs are going to allow you to collect all that information that's generated by the OS and the applications on your Azure Arc enabled servers. So I want to touch on VM extensions. So what are VM extensions? So VM extensions are a lightweight software component and that automate post-operating system deployment configuration and automatic automation tasks. Traditionally, VM extensions were available only in Azure VMs, but now it's possible to use selected ones on Azure Arc enabled servers. And I think if we saw, it does on the demos right at the start, there's certain extensions that it installs. I can have a quick look at those in the demo as well. And we have already looked at those. So again, you've got that traditional, it's available on VMs, but now it's available on Azure Stack HCI as well. So this table that we're going to look at describes sort of Windows Server extensions that you can add to Azure Arc enabled server. So you've got a custom script extension. This executes a script on the target Azure Arc enabled server. You then got the Log Analytics Agent extension. So this installs Log Analytics Agent on the target Azure Arc enabled server, and it configures it for log forwarding to Log Analytics Workspace. We have that Microsoft Dependency Agent. So this installs a dependency agent on the target Arc enabled servers to facilitate identifying internal and external dependencies of server workloads. So those sort of the default ones that are installed. Let's discuss Azure policy now. So what is the role of Azure policy in managing Azure Arc enables, Azure Stack HCI VMs? Azure Policy is a service that can help organize and manage and evaluate the internal regulatory compliance of your Arc enabled servers, in addition to a wide range of Azure resources as well. Azure Policy uses declarative rules based on properties of sort of target resources. These include Windows and Linux OS. Azure Policy is also there's like rules that form your policy definitions, which administrators can apply through sort of policy assignment to resource groups, subscriptions, or management groups that sort of host those Azure Arc enabled servers. And finally, to simplify management of policy definitions, it's possible to combine multiple policies into initiatives and then create a few initiative assignments in lieu of multiple policy assignments. Let's just talk about a couple of Azure policy use cases before we move on. So, for example, you can use Azure policy to implement assigning specific tags to resources representing Azure Arc enabled servers during that registration, identifying Azure Arc servers running Windows with Windows Defender exploit guard that's disabled. So any servers that have got it disabled. You can identify Azure Arc servers running Windows the Windows OS that are not joined to a specific domain or an Active Directory domain services. You can also identify Azure Arc servers that are running Windows or Linux without log analytics agents installed. Finally, you can identify Azure Arc enabled servers that are running Linux that are not using SSH keys for authentication. So Azure Policy helps with all these sort of use cases, and it's going to help you strengthen your security on your environment. So it's demo time. So now we're going to go back into the Azure portal, and we're actually going to crack on with the AVD integration with Azure Stack HCI. Welcome back. We are back in the demo tent. This time we're in the Nerdio portal. So if you remember the last episode we did, we actually deployed, or I showed the deployment steps through the Azure Stack HCI to deploy AVD. So now we're actually going to deploy, or we're going to look at today's episode. We're going to focus on integrating with Nerdio. So it does integrate with Nerdio as well. But from an integration perspective, we first need to set it up so the integration's there, because as of standard it's not, but there is full integration there. So the first thing we actually need to do is go into settings, go into the Azure environment. We need to make sure we're adding the resources, and there's a couple of management tasks I need to do first. So I'm going to link the resource group first, and it's there. So we click on OK. I then want to link the hybrid network. So here we need to go into link hybrid network. And again, it shows both our AKS one and our normal VMLnet. So obviously we want VLAN 2200, which is our VMLnet. Click OK, get that added. Excellent, so that should show there as well. And I'm also going to just, I don't think this is a requirement. I don't think when you're looking at I'm going to put, again, I've linked the Nerdio documentation for the HCI integration in here, so in the description. So I'm going to join my just for argument's sake, my HCI, even though that's not where to be fair, you don't need to do that, because that's for your deployment of your HCI stack, and actually our virtual machines and our AVD instances, we actually want to be on our hybrid network. The other thing I wanted to do was actually integrate it with the directory, so my domain. So here we'll just call this jumpstart domain. Stick with Active Directory. The AD domain is jumpstart.local, if you remember. And then I need to put my username in for that, jumpstart.local, and then the password I've been using. And again, down here you can specify the OU where you want your VMs to go, and if you don't specify, leave it blank and just go to computer. So we're just going to leave it blank and join that. I'm not going to say the password. Okay, so that's there as well. So when you first set it, that's the first few steps you need to complete when you're wanting to set up the integration aspect first. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna leave this demo right there, because in the next demo, in the next episode, I actually want to set up or show how we set up our image, and from there we will that'll allow us then to deploy hostable stuff. Again, because I've been having issues within my Azure Stack HCI deployment, we're probably not going to complete these steps. I'll show you the steps you need to take, but we won't actually complete those. So just want to show some of the management stuff you can do with HCI and Nerdio. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Again, if you're not subscribed, why not? But hit that subscribe button. Got loads of content coming up this year, which I'm really looking forward to. So I'm going to be doing, the next one's going to be an exam topic one again, going back to the Microsoft exams. So I won't quite announce that yet. I'll do a big announcement drop for that. So yeah, make sure you subscribe. Thank you everybody for your positive feedback as well. I really am enjoying doing the videos. So I do have a special podcast coming up as well with a special guest for around Azure Stack HCI. So keep tuned for that. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. Until next time, goodbye.